Oh, love's in the air. It's Valentine's Day. And wait a minute. Sorry, Valentine's Day? Let me look at my calendar. It's February 5th. Wait a minute. Carry the 2. Divide by 1. The square root of pi. Hey, Dave!
Yes, Orb, what is it?
It's not Valentine's Day.
I know, I have plans.
Dave has plans. What kind of plans do you have?
I have to take out my sweetie on Valentine's Day.
That's news to me. This just the news. The all-seeing Orb reporting Dave's got a girlfriend.
Now knock that off, Orb.
Well, you gotta come out here and introduce the show.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Wow, Dave's got a girlfriend? Mark this down on your calendars, guys. This is history. Don't take her out and give her coffee and donuts, Dave.
I won't.
Have a fun time at the show, guys. I'm leaving.
It's This Just the News Comedy Club show, Valentine's edition, with your very special guest stars, Kathrein, Katie Zane, Sara Kunz, Trish Sullivan, and your headliner, Paul Kilmer, with co-host Kristine Knowlton and co-producer Anneliese Wright. And now, without further ado, the master of ceremonies, the man who matched up Kim Kardashian with Pete Davidson, please welcome Aaron! Yay! Yay! Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Gosh, wait a minute. I did not match up Kim Kardashian with Pete Davidson. That's not real. That's not real. I don't know where he got that from.
Right there, honey.
I don't know. I don't know Pete. I don't know Kim Kardashian, but I did say to Pete, hey, why don't you, try to date someone out of your league? And God, he took that to heart, didn't he? Wow. Oh, look at that. Please welcome my co-host, Kristine Knowlton, to the stage. Thank you, guys. Let's give it a big round of applause for being here tonight.
Thank you. Oh, I am doing great. This is going to be a great show. I mean, there's comedians, there's a magician, there's music. It's a whole bunch of stuff all in one, and it's right here, right on this show.
And it's very magical. It is a Valentine's Day edition. Yes, it's February 5th. I can't do anything for Valentine's Day weekend because my anniversary is on the 21st, and my wife's going scrapbooking that weekend. Should I be concerned? I mean, they have a massage therapist, and she really wants to see Carlos really bad. I'm not quite sure. But I have to make sure that Valentine's weekend for us, for our 7th wedding anniversary. 7. Yes, 7 whole years. And I found out 7 is copper. Did you know that? Copper. Yeah, copper. So I got my wife a kettle. Yeah. Well, she didn't like that too much. She gave me a pair of brass knuckles to the face. I'm kidding. She didn't hit my face. She hit my stomach, and that really hurt. But anyway, yeah, so I got that fun looking forward to us. But we have a great lineup tonight. It's awful magical because we do have a great headliner tonight. But let's get to our first comedian of the night. Please welcome the stage all the way from La La Land, Kathrein, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Hello. All right. Yeah. How you doing, guys? I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. How are you tonight?
All right.
I just like to ask vague questions. Yeah, I'm Joe, and my comedy has been called a mix between funny and not funny. I get into awkward situations a lot. And I met this guy the other day. I said, hi, I'm Joe. And he goes, Joel? And I said, no, Noel. And he goes, Noel, nice to meet you. Not even Christmas time. Yeah, a little bit about me. I'm from a small town called White Lake, Michigan.
Woo!
Woo!
And my head is shaped like a peanut. Thank you. Yeah, when I get nervous, when I get nervous, I ask stupid questions. I just ask stupid questions when I'm nervous. When I met my neighbor for the first time, he said he was a pilot. And I said, oh, do you travel a lot? And he goes, no, I work from home. And that really threw me off. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I still don't know if he's messing with me. I don't know. It's awkward having weird thumbs.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, don't get scared.
Oh, you're the thumb guy.
It just, yes, I'm known as a thumb guy now, apparently. It just makes it just makes giving a thumbs up confusing. People are like, are you supporting me? Or pointing at that guy over there? It does, however, add a whole other dimension to giving movie reviews. And instead of just thumbs up or thumbs down, I can say, it was okay. Okay. I'm so used to reading everything with my phone now, and my eyes are getting bad now. The other day, I was trying to read the directions on the back of a box of mashed potatoes, and I forgot I wasn't on my phone. I tried to make the words bigger. I was like, it didn't work. Childhood can be devastating, though, man. Childhood can be devastating. I was at Disney World as a kid, walking along with my family, having a nice time, and there was Mickey Mouse smiling and waving. All of a sudden, I trip. I smash my face right on the ground. There's blood everywhere. I'm screaming. It's a scene. And I was devastated because Mickey Mouse just stood there smiling. And it was then that I realized that Mickey Mouse is a stone cold bastard. I'm trying to stay positive. You know, I'm trying to, I volunteer a little bit. I've actually been running my own nonprofit for the last 10 years.
Ooh.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It's called MAC, My Acting Career. My wife loves that joke. Yeah, I'm married now, and I've been getting into like some pretty elaborate cooking. I love making elaborate dishes for my wife. My favorite dish to make for her is alphabet soup. Because I love putting words in her mouth. My wife does not like that joke. Lately, at night, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about the news, about the pandemic. It's so depressing. But last night, I'm like, all right, I need to lighten this up. I'm going to listen to this podcast about murder.
Oh. Oh.
I think it's strange that nobody has ever vanished into thick air. Life goes by fast, though. Gosh, life goes by fast. My dad turned 81 years old recently.
Woo! Yeah.
Whoa.
I didn't have anything to do with it, but yeah, he turned 81 years old recently. I still remember back when he was 78. Sometimes he gets down about getting old. He gets a little depressed about getting older. I'm like, Dad, come on, why are you so upset? Cheer up. You still have 2% of your life ahead of you. He's like, that's the last straw. I'm like, yeah, probably is.
Oh.
He's listening to this. He likes it. If he figured out how to get in, I don't know.
Oh.
Are you there, Dad? I do. I like to run jokes by my dad, but it can be confusing because he keeps telling me jokes are all about timing, but I don't know what he's talking about. Sometimes sometimes my dad asks me questions about technology that are hard to answer. the other day he said, quote unquote, true story. He goes, Joe, what is Twitter? Is it voicemail for voice?
Uh,
And I was like, man, that's a stupid question. That would be like asking a pilot if he had to travel a lot. It's even awkward in my own home. In my own home, it's awkward. And I think I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
All right.
Let's give
You
it
guys have
up
been
for
okay.
Joe Kathrein. Oh my God. Let's give it up for Joe Kathrein.
Thank you.
All right. That's so awesome. We gotta get me up there. Let's see what's going on here. As spotlight. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, Joe. Joe, where can we find you on social media?
At Joe Kathrein.
That's everywhere.
Yeah. Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook. So not Tinder because you're married, right?
Right.
Woo!
Exactly.
And don't look at him for a Rotten Tomatoes for movie reviews because it's totally confusing to see what thumbs up and thumbs down for him. I don't know. Oh, that's so funny.
It's like thumb sideways,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I have weird pinkies though. I don't know if you check these suckers out. See how tiny they are?
Yeah, they are tiny.
They're like aliens. They're like aliens. I know your pain.
Oh my gosh. But thank you so Joe, do you got any other shows coming up that you want to promote?
I'm on Mayor of Kingstown on Paramount Plus for an episode.
You are. Which episode?
Episode 7. I get executed very peacefully.
Oh, sweet. I haven't got to episode 7. So Mayor of Kingstown, that's a great show with Jeremy Renner in it. And that is awesome. I love that show. So go look for Joe's dead body on episode 7 on Mayor of Kingstown.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a special show tonight because it's the Valentine's Day edition. And our own Kristine Knowlton has a little song for us to do right now.
All right, I've got a couple little ones. They're very, very short, just like me. I'm 5'2". I'm not short. I'm fun size. So, all right. So, these are original songs, by the way. The first one is entitled "Cupid That Flying Fat Ass Baby," the love version, and then we do have a hate version because just like love, we need some hate too, right? Am I right? Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Cupid that flying fat ass baby goes flying down to town. He makes people fall in love. This player is no clown. A gentle prick of his arrow will make you fall in love. Boy, I love that flying fat ass baby. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so that was the love version. We don't need that anymore. Who needs love, right? Am I right? Who's down with hate? All right. Okay. So funny little story really quickly. I go online doing this music thing, and I ended up #1 on the other charts because my friend Melissa kept playing the hate version over and over. So here we go. Cupid, that flying fat ass baby, screwed me over once again. He took his pointy arrow, shot me in the ass. Love never reached me. In fact, it killed me slow. That arrow wasn't full of love, but poison instead. So watch out for the flying fat ass baby, 'cause you could wind up dead. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm Kristine Knowlton. Thank you.
Oh my
now
God.
back to the show. Now
for the little intermission, Kristine Knowlton doing a fat ass baby song. That's oh, Kristine, you just rock it out there with that ukulele. I love it. I love it to death. So we got our next comic coming up to the stage, a very funny comedian. They are from Chicago, Illinois. Please welcome to the stage, Katie Zane. Woo!
Yay, Katie.
Thank you so much. And I was like, I'm going to talk about this. And now I'm like, I'm going to talk about this other thing because this is a Valentine's Day show. And I am celebrating Valentine's Day this year as a single person because I went through a breakup in the fall. And honestly, I can't recommend a breakup enough. Like, I really can't recommend it enough. Like, I'm about to move into a new apartment. I have a new job. Like, I know how to flirt again. I've been on a date. Like, it is actually going okay. Like, I can't, the thing is, like, there was some, like, bad things in my breakup. I'm trying to remember this material. I'm trying this new thing where I pull things out of my brain. It's like what comedians are supposed to do, but I have brain damage because I have MS. So this is going to be a fun, wild ride for everybody. But one of the things that when you're going through a breakup that no one really told me about was the stuff. The stuff when you live with someone, when you break up, it turns out there's not just like a magical thing where the stuff disappears. If your partner just leaves, you have to pack up the stuff. No one tells anybody about that. Like, if someone just leaves and never comes back, you have to pack their shit. Like, that is the thing that has to happen. You have to pack their shit. And the thing is, like, when you are still in love with someone, but you're also mad because they left, it's a bit like putting like monitors into garbage bags, but then gently putting them down. I don't care what is inside of, but I don't want it to break. Don't break. I also like my ex is not a bad guy. We're just not good for each other. But he is kind of crazy person. For example, he was like, what's gonna work really well? Having shared custody of a cat. That's gonna work out. That's totally gonna work out. And anybody who knows this individual personally really understands this crazy bit of this person. Because he's like, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. We're totally gonna have shared custody of a cat. It's gonna be totally adjusted and normal, and it's gonna be fine. No, you really can't do that. You really have to just make a decision about who owns the cat now, which I do, just in case anybody was keeping score in the joke. Because like I did get the cat and the mattress, king size, by the way. So I did, and the apartment. I actually got everything. If this had been a divorce, I would have had the best divorce ever. Like, and all I had to do was like pack the stick and start liking college football. Like, it's fine. Like, there was just a couple things I had to do. Let's talk about college football for a second, because I could have given a shit. Like, I could have given a fuck about college football until I started dating someone from Alabama who went to, the Alabama University where Crimson Tide is from. If you're not familiar with college football, that's like the best college football team of all time. And school. Like, it really is. They have more championships, I think, than like anyone else. They're amazing. And now I care. Every season that goes by now, I give a shit. Like, the whole season happened when we weren't together this past season, and I gave a shit the whole time. Just sending me alerts, and I'm like, yeah, that's right, Alabama. That's right. Roll Tide. Like, I've never been there. I've like barely been to Alabama. Like, I don't understand exactly how this happened, but you know what? It's not all bad, because like, I could be resentful about it, right? I could be like, God damn him. Or I could be like, yo, my boyfriend made me a better lesbian. Like, he made me a better lesbian. Like, I now know what kind of gay I am. Like, I know what to buy at the store. Like, I know exactly which flags are for me. Like, do you understand? Like, for a gay, like, that's so important to us. We need to know what wardrobe we're supposed to be wearing. We need to let the straights pick us out easily. Like, it's like, that's part of the deal. So that was my breakup. I made it sound a lot more funny than it was. It was mostly like me crying and alarming my neighbors. Like, just, they're like, are you okay? Okay. Because actually there was this moment, and this is another thing that I you know what, this one I will say resentment for sure, like definitely resentment, because the breakup, the man who I was with hates pop music, and the man made me identify with a Kelly Clarkson song, you guys. And how this happened is right after the breakup, I started smoking cigarettes again, because you do that sometimes. I don't smoke them now. I quit because I'm amazing. Done that 3 times now. I'm smoking a cigarette in the back. It's a menthol cigarette, of course. I'm wearing sweatpants with like a muumuu over it, and I look like this. And I'm just listening to my headphones, and it's just playing along. And then all of a sudden, it pops on, and I'm just, since you've been gone, just alarming my neighbors like I probably did just now by screaming into the but that's been my breakup. I hope you guys have had a good relationship or a singleness or whatever you're doing this holiday. Also, fuck it, go buy some candy. I've been Katie, and don't say the F word like I did. This is a clean
Oh, Katie, come back, Katie, come back.
Katie, come back.
Sorry, we gotta do social media. Hold on. Katie. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at the Katie Zane on Instagram, which I finally hit 900 followers, which is really big. And so yeah, you can find me there. You can find me on TikTok. I'm not putting a lot of content on TikTok, but I will be when I start running shows. And you can also find Zane's Anatomy. It's my production company on Facebook. You can also find that on Instagram as well. That I actually produce several live things and also several Zoom things. And so you can always see what I'm doing on any of those places. Thanks so much for having me. This was so much fun.
You're welcome. Do you have some shows coming up, Katie?
I have a lot of shows, but Brain Damage, have no idea what any of them are. There is a live show that I'm doing here in Chicago next weekend on Saturday at the Lincoln Lodge, which is an awesome theater here. And it's a Latino run show, so I'm really, really excited to be part of it. And it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Cool. Have you thought about naming a show Brain Damage?
No, I actually I've been naming lots of things. Because like the show that I run is called Cautiously Optimistic.
Okay.
And then and then my new show, well, I'll just go ahead and unveil it here on your show. My new show that I'm going to be producing here in Chicago, it's going to be a series of one-offs that are not super connected, but I'm going to try to bring a lot of people from out of town. It's going to be called Judas and All His Friends, which is a nod to my first album that I'm recording this year, Judas, I being Judas.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Cool.
That's great. That's awesome. It's always great to hear production happening, comedians who have their own shows. I mean, you're looking at 2 people here right now. Now a third one, they're producing our own shows. It's so awesome. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Katie, you were so amazing. I relate with everything you just said. I got out of a relationship last year, just moved. Oh my God, you're going to feel the weight lift off of you as soon as you're out of where you're at. It's so great.
I can't wait. I'm so ready. I'm like, the 28th cannot come fast enough. Like I'm already like packing up. Like I've never been so on top of doing something because I can't wait.
Yeah, I've been in that relationship breakup, but then she was a narcissist, so I had to take an individual claw out of my back to get out of that relationship. Yeah, that wasn't fun at all. That wasn't fun at all. I look back the other day, I'm like, I survived a narcissist. I can survive anything. Nuclear warhead, pandemic. Well, yeah, I'm still here, so good. All right. All right, so the next comedian coming up the stage won my other show. It's a game show. It's one of my favorite things. It's called Bombing Run, and that's where 3 comedians get up and do 5-minute sets, and the mysterious comedian judge decides whose set is Joker A's. So please welcome to the stage, all the way from Kona, Hawaii, Sara Kunz, everybody. Woo!
Hey, thank you all so much. Thank you for being here on Zoom, all the way from the comfort of your own living rooms. I loved Katie's set. I love talking about being queer, and I, in fact, am bisexual. But it's not 50-50. It's actually 80-20. So 80% of the time, I get dick. And then 20% of the time, I get empathy. And orgasms. So, folks, I'm from Kona, Hawaii. Has anyone heard of it?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't, we're known for 3 things: Kona Coffee, Kona Brewing Company, and me. So out in Hawaii, we're actually the #1 consumers of Spam. #2 is Texas. #3 is me, and I'm vegan, but Spam doesn't actually count as meat, right?
Oh, no.
I believe it's the first impossible meat, in fact. It got so popular in Hawaii during World War II because it was a staple. Everybody ate it. But then when World War II was over, for some reason, we kept eating Spam. And my mom says that that is our people's history. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that is Stockholm Syndrome. Somebody's like, hey, man, what do you want to eat? We got some mangoes and pineapples. No, I'm just going to eat some Spam. It makes me feel safe. Like, what is that? And yes, I am spamming you all with Spam jokes, in case that wasn't clear.
Oh.
I know. So I found out there's an electric eel with enough shock to start 50 cars.
Whoa.
Incredible, right? Because my vibrator just broke. Anyway, I moved in with my boyfriend this year, who's an electric eel, and it's going good. It's going so good that if I found out right now I was pregnant with his baby, I would call him up and I would say, honey, listen, I know it's not the way we planned, but I am ready to pay for the abortion myself.
Oh.
No, honestly, I'm not going to have kids because overpopulation is a serious problem, everyone. And also, I want to keep it tight. You know? My boyfriend has 30% custody of his 4-year-old daughter. I have full custody of her Frozen soundtrack. Every weekend. Sarah, can we watch Frozen? No, we've seen it too much. Please won't. But when I watch Frozen, I learn things. Really? Then why haven't you learned to let it go? Drives me crazy. No, she's great though. Whatever her name is, she's wonderful. Yeah. So to be a little more serious, I actually can't have kids. Oh, because I'm on birth control. Don't worry. I'm not gonna have kids with my boyfriend because he's white. Don't misunderstand. I love white men. They're very good at carving the Thanksgiving turkey, you know. It's not a euphemism. They're just really good at Thanksgiving. But I'm mixed. I'm half Japanese and half German. So, side note, if history went differently, all of you would look like this. I'm Hitler's failed prototype, you know?
Oh.
If you're not laughing at these jokes, just like camp out for a minute. You will get it eventually. It kind of hits you out of nowhere, you know? Like Pearl Harbor.
Oh.
I have this fantasy of cheating on my boyfriend and finding a Jewish lover. And the Jewish lover takes me home, pushes me up against the wall, and then whispers in my ear, I forgive you. Wow. It's a finger. It is a finger. Tells me a lot about the audience. Next thing you know, we buy a home in Amsterdam, build a nursery in the attic.
Oh.
Anyway. So but here's the dilemma. Like if I breed with a white person, my like half minority, half white balance is lost, right? The kids aren't going to get the culture or the cuisine. They're not going to get any college scholarships. It's just, it's not there. Like we really care about diversity and inclusion, right? It's super hot right now. But I personally, I don't need to use my ethnicity as an elevator because I pass for white.
Oh.
And if I have kids, I want them to be ethnically ambiguous because people are so nice when they don't know what kind of racist to be. Think about it. Imagine how peaceful the world would be if everybody looked like Bruno Mars. So when I was growing up, I actually hated the way I looked. I wanted to look full Asian, like my mom, until I moved out of Hawaii and I started parallel parking in public places. Gosh, that joke is offensive. I've triggered myself.
Oh.
Like this half of me needs an HR meeting with this half. Like, do I care or Karen? Am I an ally or is it Asian hate? Like, who am I? I don't know. So I'm not Asian enough to be good at math, but I am Asian enough to be lactose intolerant and to turn red when I drink. Okay, so I can see not everyone knows about this. I will explain. This is true due to our genetics. 6 out of 4 Asians. Wait. No. 4 out of 6. So 2/3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like half of all Asians have an allergic reaction to alcohol, dairy, and honest family conversations. The most commonly prescribed allergy medication for American-born Asians is just antidepressants. Like, I'm just trying to have honest conversation. You guys have all been so wonderful. Thank you for coming out to the Zoom show. Thank you for having me. Let's keep it going for the show.
All right, let's give it up for Sara Kunz, everyone. And Sara, where can we find you on social media?
At Sara Mishina Kunz. I put it right there in my tags. If you hover over my face, it'll pop up.
All right. Yes, that's awesome. And that you're on you're not on Tinder. You got a boyfriend. So you got, I don't know why I keep bringing Tinder up because it came up earlier and I thought it was funny. Anyway, so you're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those?
Really just Instagram. All the other ones I don't use. So find me on Instagram. That's where I put stuff.
Sweet. Do you got any shows coming up?
No.
No. So she's available to be on shows, people. Let's keep it up for her. She might be booked on another show of mine. So let's just give her a round of applause. Thank you so much for being on. Oh my gosh. Kristine, do you have another song you wanted to do or no?
No, not at the moment. I could grab more music later if you need me to, but I just wanted to say that was an amazing set, Sara. I was like, oh my God, Hitler vibrators and spam. Oh my, sign me up, you know?
Oh my gosh. She talks about being a white guy knowing how to carve a turkey. Anyone there knows I can't carve a turkey. I don't carve no turkeys whatsoever, unless you like to see them butchered. And then that's kind of the, I'm not very good. I wouldn't make a very good serial killer. I just like, oh my God, what kind of guy is this? It's just terrible. Oh my gosh. But you know what? We have another great comedian coming up to the stage, and she's from Chicago as well. This is where Katie was. Please welcome to the stage a very funny comedian, Trish Sullivan, everybody.
That's me. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kristine. Thank you, everybody. You guys have all been really funny. I do wanna comment on Katie's set a little bit. We do both live in Chicago, and I have met her cat. So I understand why this was a point of discussion. I really do. I don't mean to be defending her ex, but it's a great cat. And I don't blame her for keeping them. So before I go too much further, I want to just say a few things. First, no, I do not have a good meatloaf recipe to share. No, I wasn't your favorite lunch lady in your middle school cafeteria. But yes, I am a lot like Carol Baskin, and if you piss me off, I will feed you to my cats in my backyard. I don't have a backyard. They're in the cats are in the side bedroom. The rest is all true. It's been a weird time for me lately. So I was talking to my therapist yesterday, and he compared something I said to Charles Bukowski. You know, the dead alcoholic mailman poet.
Yeah.
I'm like him. I mean,
What?
I did write really bad poetry when I was a teenager that I should be embarrassed about, but I will quote one. There is no written proof, but I actually wrote this sentence or this phrase, chains of desolation. I don't know. It was a love poem. He's writing about my boyfriend.
Oh.
So, also, he's a very interesting therapist. He also quoted Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. But he didn't do an act out, so that was good. And then we talked about my anxiety, about having anxiety. So it was a fun day. I've been learning a lot lately, really trying to take advantage of the past. I used to sometimes think few months, it's 2 years, right? Just trying to have a plan for when everything opens up again, or I open up again. I'm pretty locked down still. So I think I'm gonna start a restaurant. It's gonna be called Gluten Glutton. Everything on the menu is gonna have gluten in it.
Woo!
Scrambled eggs, ice cream, doesn't matter. If it doesn't have gluten, it's gonna have gluten. I think we need more of that. I also learned during the pandemic that you can have agoraphobia, which is the fear of being outside, and claustrophobia, the fear of being trapped, basically. If you also have germophobia, just sprinkle a little of that in. You can have so, yeah, I said it's been weird lately. I got some unsolicited feedback at work about how I breathe.
What?
Wow.
For real, how I breathe. They weren't specific if I was breathing too fast or too slowly or too much. Maybe I should stop. She wasn't clear, but that is a real thing that happened to me. So I was talking to a friend of mine about it, and he's real tall. He's like 6'4". He's not a heavy guy, but he's a big guy, real big. And he told me he had a manager who once said to him, "Could you be like 25% smaller?" He didn't know what to do with that either. I mean, is he supposed to hunch? Is he supposed to go on a diet? Cut off one of his arms? I don't know. It was unclear. You gotta be careful with this stuff. And for the record, the person who criticized me or my breathing knows that I am a comedian. So, and that I'm legally obligated to make fun of her for this. And now I've met my contractual obligation on this regard. So I'm gonna acknowledge again that I'm older than most of you. And I'm good with that. There are a lot of great things about being my age. Like, we didn't have to deal with Tinder or things like Tinder. That we didn't have to swipe and scroll and look at pictures of people that may or may not look like them. Descriptions where they try to be funny or worse, try to think they're smart. I think we all know how bad it is when somebody thinks they're smart.
Mm-hmm.
But the best part, honestly, for women my age, is no one sent us dick pics. And it's not like the technology didn't exist. We had the technology. We have that technology. It's called a Polaroid camera. The thing is, the film was super expensive. It was like $1 a picture.
Mm-hmm.
In today's money, that's like $20 a shot.
Oh,
So a guy could, get up, take the picture, wait. That's where they got that stupid song, Shake It Like a, oh, that's a bad angle. Like, so, now he's into it for $40. And if you're going to spend $40 on headshots, shouldn't you hire a professional? That's so impersonal. And if a dick pic isn't personal, does it have any value at all? I don't think so. So, I think we've all noticed, I mean, we can't pretend anymore. 2 years, we've been in lockdown to one extent. We're all afraid of getting this stupid thing and dying. But at the beginning of the pandemic, the countries that did the best were the ones who had women in leadership roles.
Mm-hmm.
Germany at the beginning, Angela Merkel. Iceland, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't. Icelandic is a hard language. And the best was New Zealand. Still is the best. New Zealand had something like 2,500 cases and 125 deaths the whole pandemic. In Illinois, where I live, one day, November 2020, we had 2,500 new cases and 145 deaths on one day. So I think that proves that we need more women in leadership roles. And so I'm volunteering to be queen. Oh, my crown's not showing, but I'm wearing one. There you go.
I can see it.
Got to keep my head at the right angle. I mean, at the correct angle, not the right angle. Anyhow, once I take care of COVID, I'm taking this off. Once I take care of COVID, I have a couple of decrees I'm going to be putting in place that I think will make everybody's lives better. First, when you go into a store to buy vegetables, you will find avocados in one of 3 bins: ready today, ready in 2 days, or ready in 4 days. Because with avocados, you never know what you're going to get. They're kind of like men. They're either too hard or too soft. And then 15-minute window and they're just perfect. And if you miss that, you're screwed. Or not, depending on the age of the guy. And then my other decree is about your diet. Seriously, your diet should be seen and not heard. Nobody wants to know what keto is. They don't tell us. We don't care. I know your diet makes you feel good about yourself. You know what makes me feel good? Masturbating. So I promise I won't tell you how often I'm changing the batteries in my vibrator if you'll stop talking to everybody about your personal relationship with kale. I'm Queen Trish. Have a great rest of the night.
Yeah. All right. Trish Sullivan, everybody.
Good, Chris.
Trish, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Queen Trish Comedy on Instagram and TikTok, and Hot in Here Comedy on Instagram and Facebook.
And you got a show coming up for anything soon?
Yeah, the Is It Hot in Here, which is approximately a monthly show. on Zoom is February 18th, and it's going to be fun. 8 p.m. You can find details on my socials.
Sweet. Go check that out. She does that show. Is it hot in here? And you know, it depends on the avocados. If you get too hot, does something happen to the avocados? I'm not quite sure. Oh,
I don't want to know where you're putting your avocados.
I'm just gonna skip that right there. That's all I'm gonna do right now. Oh man, we got a great show tonight, but we have one more comedian coming up, and he's a magician comedian. Please welcome to the stage from Plainville, Connecticut. Connecticut. That's what that is. Please welcome Paul Kilmer, everybody. Woo!
How you guys doing? It's me, Paul, again.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, what's going on? I'm a comedy magician, which means you're not going to like anything you see. I'm one half comedian, one half magician. I'm not good at either. College didn't work out for me. I decided I was going to show you guys a Valentine's Day themed magic trick. I'm going to show you how it works, and I'm going to teach it to you so you too can be lonely for holidays.
Oh.
Anyway, you need a red silk handkerchief, which you can get anywhere, most likely a magic shop. Anyway, so how it works is that you have to rope the silk handkerchief, bring it around your hand, bring it through the other side of the rope like this, and then you get a knot. But it's a special knot because you can move it down the silk handkerchief like that.
Whoa.
That's the magic part. That's the part no one likes.
Oh.
If you're good enough, you can get it to actually jump off the silk handkerchief. I'm going to show this to you again, real slow. For me, I'm not good at this, remember. At the beginning, you bring it around your arm, you bring it through the handkerchief, you flip it over to the other side, and then you've got a knot. Now, the difference is that you're not supposed to be able to slide the knot off the handkerchief.
What?
That is the magic part. That's the part that, you know, I end up crying at Olive Garden on the weekends because place where all the lonely people go.
Oh,
it's I chose this life. So I'll do it again one more time just so you guys can see. There's the knot, and you can pull it off the knot. You can pull the knot off the handkerchief. And I just want to show you can do this with a bandana. Just be careful of the colors where you live. I use the red silk handkerchief, and just this is a normal handkerchief. I told you there was a reason. And the knots are going to go over here because I have to move on. It's Valentine's. Well, it's not Valentine's Day today, but it's Valentine's. It's a Valentine's Day themed show. So I decided to read you a poem about a rose.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to move on. I was just. I'm going to try to show you guys a trick so you two won't be invited over for Thanksgiving. People don't really, a lot of people, it's like, oh, you make that joke a lot. And it's like, well, it's more of a cry for help. And so this is a trick that uses a Diet Coke because I have diabetes, a cup and a paper bag. So how this trick works is you're going to take the cup and put it into the bag. See, this is why my father stopped talking to me. So basically how this works is that you put the cup inside the bag. Oh, hold on, it's stuck. There's something in there. Hold on. So
Yes.
I just want to let Sarah know that I've been doing this trick for 12 years, and don't take it away from me. So basically what happens is that you move I'm sponsored by one of these three things. I'm gonna leave it up to you, but buy them, please. I'm poor. You open this with one finger. And because we're a room full of comedians, you've just made that dirty, and that's not my fault. You take the Diet Coke and pour it into the bag. Now, what happens is that the cup catches the soda, so you don't make a mess. Oh man. Okay, let me show you what it looks like if I did it the way it was supposed to. You take the cup, you put it into the bag like this, you spin it a couple of times, and we have to start over.
Oh.
I know, it's like I'm an actual magician and not some guy who just showed up at the show. I just want to show you that the bag doesn't have anything more funny in it.
Wow.
God, that is disgusting. So I'm gonna try this. I didn't realize, because I'm a professional, I didn't realize how much time I had. Just don't look at me right now. Just go.
Okay.
I'm pale, so my face gets red. So I'm going to show you guys a quick card trick. I've been doing this for a long time, which is something magicians say when they're insecure. What I'm going to try is to show you this. Woo!
Whoa!
Whoa!
I know I don't really do anything other than this.
Oh.
I am engaged, and she knows. My fiance Rebecca, she told me on multiple occasions not to mention her name when I'm performing, but she's right now, so she will be here in a couple of minutes to tell me not to do that. But I'm not really good at following directions. I have a sponsor tonight. So I'm going to do this really quick card trick before I start riffing. It's pretty much my entire set. And for those of you who are not comedians, riffing is just being super funny. I am the headliner, which means absolutely nothing. My timer just shut off, so I'm just going to assume that I have 2 more hours. But anyway, Aaron, just tell me when to stop whenever you want. It could be anywhere.
Stop.
Now we're going to pretend that I can't see the card, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
If we were doing this live in person, you would tell me to leave. So, just remember, it's fine. It's part of my act.
Okay.
Just memorize that card. Just memorize it. You might notice that I have an envelope with a question mark on it. It just means it's important. It's important. There's a mystery inside this envelope.
What's the
That's where I
mystery?
keep my self-esteem.
Oh, okay. Keep your
I just like that noise. Anyway, so what happens is that I could have had anyone think of a card. You can think of a card yourself right now, but I don't know why you would. But if your card right, you have to give me $20.
Okay.
And if I can't get your card, you still have to give me $20.
Wait a minute.
Just that I'm poor. I told you that before we started, and I told you you weren't going to like this, so
Okay.
I didn't lie.
I guess you didn't know.
But you know what? That's because I have a card with every single card on it.
Well,
I told you, and you didn't agree to do it, so it's okay. But I just, it's sometimes I have to actually do magic.
Wow.
Just checking my time because I'm a professional. I have 2 minutes and 16 seconds left, depending on when Aaron started his timer.
Pretty
so
close.
I'm just going to finish out this fantastic set by showing you a little game that I learned from myself that I bought on Amazon. So basically what happens is that this is what's called a slide box. And you get these in magic kits. But this one's bigger and more expensive, and my fiance doesn't actually know how much I spent on this, but it was considerable. Hey, Paul, do you need groceries? No. I got an OnlyFans.
Oh.
I got an OnlyFans, and I'm going to be doing something with an 8-ball and a shot glass later, and I think you're going to want to see it.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a card trick. You said I couldn't use the C word or the F word, but I can make all the weird sexual innuendos I want.
Right.
You said that. The puppet said that.
Yes,
Yes. That's just been my crowd work. Thank you.
Oh.
What's going to happen is that you close the box, and it's actually pretty fun. All you got to do is snap your fingers, and the card disappears.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And then you.
Uh-huh.
and it disappears. Now you might be saying to yourself, "Hey, Paul, why don't you open the other door?" And I'll be like, "Hey, this trick's for 2-year-olds. I'm sorry, I can't really afford the good stuff." So I let you know at the beginning of my set that your self-esteem might be lowered by watching my show.
Oh.
I've been compared to the side effects of most prescription drugs. That's what they told me. How in high school you're most likely to become Zoloft.
Oh.
But you probably want me to open this side, but I can't let you win because I'm a magician, so it's not there either. I know. If I told you where the card went, you would probably already know where it went. But anyway, my time's done. I just want to let everybody know that when I was 9, I was diagnosed with autism, and I had a lot of people tell me that I wouldn't be able to perform stand-up comedy magic. And for the most part, they were right. But I did really good tonight. So if there's something you want to do, you owe it to yourself to try to accomplish your dream. And that's what I'm doing. So thank you for watching my show.
Yay.
Or being on this amazing show. This was a show.
Yes, it was. Thank you, Paul. Oh my God.
Thank you, Paul.
Oh, and Paul, where can we find you on social media?
Well, I'm going to be on a show produced by Anneliese Wright. It's another Valentine's themed show. It's happening. I don't have my stuff in front of me.
Okay.
But it has a date, and it's on Zoom, and I'm on it, and so are other people.
Sweet. All right, go check that out. Thank you, Paul. We can find you on social media.
Yeah, you can pretty much you can pretty much find me at Paul Kilmer. You can hit up my OnlyFans, which is at paulkilmer.com, which is Miss B me doing card tricks, because not all OnlyFans have to be dirty. So get your mind out of the gutter. I'm doing bits now, and I'm gonna stop.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Paul. That was awesome. Wow. My gosh, Kristine, what a show.
That was amazing. Oh my gosh, I love seeing Paul do magic. That was the best callback to spam ever.
Yes, I couldn't
Yes.
believe it. I'm going to try to get this show sponsored by Spam now, just because of Sarah and Paul. I am going to reach out to Spam and say, hey, I've got a great Spam comedian show right here. Just spam me. They'll probably pay me in Spam. Hold on a second. No, please don't Spam.
Hey, Aaron, if
Yes,
you knew how long I've had that in my act, that's the same can of Spam that I've been using for 25 years. Fantastic.
Well, that is the shelf life of Spam. Is like 25 to 5,000 years.
It doesn't even have an expiration date. It just has a serial number.
Well, that tells you
What does that mean?
It means it was made in 1945.
Sweet.
But
Spam will live forever.
Yes. But you know what? That was a great show. I want to thank our comedians before I get to the other parts. Let's give it up for Joe Kathrein, Katie Zane, Sara Kunz, and Trish Sullivan, and one and only Paul Kilmer. And I also want to give it up for Kristine Knowlton for being my co-host, and Anneliese Wright for being my co-producer. You hear in the background laughing. She is a great person to have. She's a comedian out in Omaha, Nebraska. She's very funny. But a little bit of promotion going on here. Next Saturday at 3 p.m., I'm going to do Laugh Force. Laugh Force is for the military, or what they call military brats. If you've been in the military or a military brat, if you know what that means, that's a half-hour show, 3 p.m. next Saturday at Eastern time. And then the 18th, Bay Area Arts and Entertainment Cooperative. That is a non-clean show, 10 p.m. Eastern. It's an hour's worth of fun. Kristine's been on it. She's had a lot of fun on that one. And then the 19th is just us in these comedy club show to celebrate my wife's 7th anniversary. She's leaving me. Oh my God. No, I'm kidding. She's not leaving me. Maybe for Carlos. Maybe she is leaving me for Carlos. She says she's going away. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, that'll be at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And somewhere I'm going to be fitting in Bombing Run, but I'm not doing Bombing Run this Wednesday because it's my birthday on Wednesday. And
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, 51 years old. I didn't think I was going to make it. Pretty sure my wife's going to kill me last year. So I'm lucky I got to 51.
Oh my.
Kristine, you got anything to promote right now?
Oh yeah, if you're around at 10 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel, Catbox Comedy, we'll be watching some cartoons and riffing. It's totally rated R comedy, so it'll be a fun time. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I'm on Sounds Proper Comedy, which is a London-based show, but guess what? They're coming over to the East Coast. Yes.
Sweet. Go check that out. And Catbox Comedy on Twitch TV is so much fun. You'll have a blast watching that. So that was it for tonight, guys. For me, Kristine, and Anneliese Wright, and for all the other comedians, this has been an Oddly Funny production. Thank you. Woo!
Thank you.
This has been an Oddly Funny production.